Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge Forrester and Brook Logan have clearly hit a rough spot formerly again. Ridge has crossed the line by calling Hope Logan a whine. Are Brook and Ridge done for good this time? This isn't only about Ridge affronting Hope, but also the fact that Ridge is hanging with Taylor Hayes. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Brook can only take so much until she cannot go on. Brook has stood by Ridge when anyone differently would have told her to leave and exactly where he could go. Kay knows that Brook doesn't want him around Taylor, and all of the time he has spent there has been too important. Kay says you cannot suppose too far ahead as an actor. Still, he feels that Ridge and Taylor could get back together. Every time Ridge and Brook have an issue, he goes running back to Taylor. Ridge constantly waffles between these two. How long will it take ahead Ridge is in another woman's arms? Kay admits that Taylor is frequently the safer option because she's less complicated. No matter what Brook tries to do to change it, the less that's changed and the further Ridge slips down. Ridge just cannot stay true to Brook no matter what she does to get through to him. Ridge would no way stand for Brook disrespecting her son like this. Ridge allowed that Brook called CPS on Thomas Forrester and had their marriage annulled. Brook deserves so much better than Ridge is giving her, especially now that he is attacking Hope. Will Brook break effects off with Ridge and move on? Suckers know that the nanosecond Brook breaks effects off, Ridge will be right back in Taylor's arms. Commodity Steffi Forrester has been pushing for. Is Taylor the better choice, or is Brook just too hard to deal with right now? Brook Logan will face a ruinous blow. Ridge Forrester is about to shatter what's left wing of Bridge, but there'll be some complicated details leading up to it. We know Ridge is formerly feeling betrayed by Brook since she's been defending Hope Logan and indeed Carter Walton on some position. Brook also rejected Ridge's claim to force Hope off the estate, so he instantly stomped out of her house. Now Brook's all set to renew her part as CEO in a major twist, so Ridge's feelings are going to be each over the place. Taylor Hayes will give Ridge the comfort he needs in the fate, so Brook should witness a sizzling stunner when she arrives. There may be good reasons behind Brook's CEO move, but none of them will count much once she sees Ridge and Taylor all tangled up with each other. That should close the door on Bridge, but it could open a brand new door for Brook and a former honey. Still, shouldn't Brook get some comfort, too? If Ridge is getting comfort from Taylor, what if Brook runs straight to Bill Spencer to do some reconnecting of her own? Bill and Brook have a deep bond that's fueled by how well they understand each other. Since Bill doesn't judge Brook the same way Ridge does, this may be the perfect soft spot for her to land in once effects buckle. Of course, Brook and Bill might have some reservations about rejuvenating effects due to how it would affect Katie Logan. Katie has always stressed that Bill would go back to Brook, so he'll be proving her right if that happens now. In other words, if Bill is still holding on to any stopgap that he might get back together with Katie, hooking up with Brook again could ruin that. Indeed so, Bill may not be suitable to help himself if Brook shows up at his door all tearful and indigent. Do you suppose Brook and Bill might reunite once Ridge chooses Taylor? Will Bill and Brook hit the wastes after Ridge breaks her heart? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Brook may not stay single for long, so we'll pass along further romantic prognostications and updates on any love life news that's brewing. Ridge Forrester struck a low blow when he gave Brook Logan and claim in the December 13th occasion. Brook and Ridge obviously don't agree about Hope Logan's position of blame in Carter Walton's LLC preemption plot. That's not changing anytime soon, but Ridge at least claimed on Brook making a big change for him. Ridge basically delivered an "it's her or me" warning when he told Brook that he couldn't live on the same property with Hope. Brook was spooked over Ridge's demand and snappily shut down the idea of transferring Hope and Beth Spencer out of their own home. Beth's addition then clearly seems important to note, especially since we've seen Ridge acting so grandfatherly when it comes to Beth in the history. Now it's clear that in the end, Ridge doesn't watch all that much about Brook's granddaughter. Hope is living all the way down at the cabin with Beth and presumably isn't eager to cross paths with Ridge considering he just called her a nasty little whine to her face. There's no way Hope was going to be hanging around Brook's house to invite further bashing. In other words, Ridge's claim was about his own pride, pure and simple. This was about Ridge wanting Brook to discipline Hope and put him first, but this actually feels cruel to little Beth. Why should Beth have to be demurred out of the home she loves, because Brook's hubby said so? Numerous B&B suckers can agree Beth is an innocent child who shouldn't be involved in this at all. Ridge should have been a mature grown-up and realized that what he was demanding of Brook would affect Beth just as important as it affected Hope. Of course, Brook presumably wouldn't have changed her answer indeed if Beth wasn't a factor, so maybe that's commodity to keep in mind. As for Ridge, perhaps he anticipated Brook wouldn't go for the idea and was just looking for a reason to leave. Anyhow, it made Ridge feel like a total haul when he didn't watch one bit about whether Beth suffered. Ridge ultimately walked out when Brook refused to go on with his demand, but his claim was still a bad look. Effects are only going to get worse for Ridge and Brook, so stay tuned for updates on all the bad news and further prognostications on the erupting drama. Carter Walton is determined to hold on to his relationship with Hope Logan. As Carter refuses to back down from Ridge Forrester's claim, observers can anticipate this contest to escalate, bringing with it a series of unanticipated and dramatic twists. Carter is set to submit the LLC documents to assume control of Forrester Creations, leaving Justin Barber with limited options to stop him from officially taking the arm. Still, teasers for the week of December 2nd to 6th reveal that Ridge is poised to make a bold move that could change everything. Shortly later, Ridge and Steffi will avenge, and they plan to work Hope's future in their strategy. Given that Ridge and Steffi are targeting Hope in some capacity, this could relate to her fashion line. With Steffi having formerly shut down Hope for the future, it's possible that it wouldn't indeed be mentioned in the LLC documents. Ridge and Steffi might find a way to fairly stop Hope from relaunching her line without their say-so. This could mean they could make the arrestment of Hope for the unborn endless. Since Carter's plan included bringing back Hope's line, this would be a huge reversal for both him and Hope. While Carter could still bring Hope back to the company with a new line or part, it would mean she'd lose her original design. Hope for the future has been a significant part of her life for a long time, but Ridge and Steffi could take control and ensure it no way returns. Still, Steffi and Ridge might suppose they've the right to fight with their own underhanded legal pushes, if Carter is going to approach effects this way. Still, Hope isn't going to let Ridge and Steffi's schemes shake her commitment to Carter and his ambitious plans. We anticipate that Hope will remain loyal in her support for Carter during this preemption. Unborn spoilers indicate that Steffi and Ridge will essay to deliver some unpleasant news to Hope, but Carter is ready to acclimatize his strategies and push back. If the Forresters are going to be that stubborn, also Carter and Hope will be more stubborn than they and keep pushing back.